Hey guys, welcome back. So at the time I'm recording this, it's my mom's birthday today. Um, it's so funny that she hasn't abandoned us yet. When we were kids, we were just the worst. I think my mom has like a crazy story about like each of us have all just done something just crazy to her. Um, Yeah. I was gonna explain. A rare candy is you give it to a Pokemon and it automatically goes up one level. I found an escape rope. Oh man, they do not sell repels, huh? Oof. But yeah, like I think a funny story that my mom always tells about me, is that when I was a junior in high school, which now, if you're underage, don't do as I say, not as I do. But I got really drunk at my grandpa's house, and okay, so let me set the scene for you. I'm 17 years old. I am very intoxicated. My mom is super angry at me. She's just, furious with me. We get home from my grandparents' house. It's nighttime. We get home, and I'm like, oh, I have to pee. I'm just gonna pee on the side of the house. So my mom at this point is just like, whatever, you know? So I go, I pee, right? And according to my brother, he later asked me, what were you doing out there? And I was just like, oh, I had to pee really fast. And he goes, you were out there for like 20 minutes? No idea. I remember peeing and like that's it. So anyway, so I guess because I was out there for so long, my mom thought that I was just like upstairs. And so I go to open the door and it's locked and I don't have a key. So I'm telling myself, I'm drunk. I'm telling myself, I'm like, okay, just knock on the door. All you gotta do is knock on the door and it'll be fine. And then I laid on the doorbell like as hard as I could. My brother comes and opens the door, and I remember walking up the stairs and hearing like this buzzing sound. My mom is upset and I'm going, it's fine, it's fine. And I find out the next day that I pushed in the doorbell so hard that I got stuck and wouldn't. So it was, instead of going ding dong, it went ding, and then it was just like for like 30 minutes, and my brother had to go out there and like fix it. And so a piece of our doorbell, like the actual button part, you know, there's like a little like white center, that is gone. I completely broke the doorbell. So mom, if you're watching, I'm sorry. My family, they like still roast me about it. Like they'll be like, it's fine, because that's what I say when I'm very drunk. So there's a funny story about me for you guys, and about my mom, who has put up with just so much. Here's another story that I'll say about one of my sisters. I'm not gonna say which one, but there was one time that she had to my mom was trying to get her into the bath, and the rest of us kids are like at the table like eating dinner, and we hear my mom go, get back here. And we look and we see my sister. She's like a toddler at this point, naked, zooming out of my mom's room, just running as fast as she can. And then like a second later, we see my mom just like sprinting after her. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite memories. I'm about to die. That's like one of my favorite memories from growing up, was just my sister zooming through the house. Again, I'm not going to say which one it was. If my sisters are watching, they know who they are. So my mom has a lot of kids. Let's see. I have to think about it. I have 2 older brothers and 3 younger sisters. So we grew up in a pretty big house. I feel like I'm missing something. Is this the first ladder that I can go through, or no? I feel like I passed a ladder and just didn't go through it. Ah, shoot. Did I? I don't think. Maybe. It's probably not important. Anyway, so I have 2 older brothers, 3 younger sisters. So it's so funny because the elementary school that I went to, I started going there the year that it opened in 2001. I'm not going to say what the school is or what it's called, but so it opened in 2001. So it is currently 2019. So the school has been open for 18 years. My mom has had a child in that school every year since it's opened. One of my sisters still goes there. I feel like my mom should get like a medal or something, because my sister has 1 more year left, so she'll be leaving in 2020. So that's almost 20 years that my mom has had a child at that school. So yeah, she's kind of like a legend there. I'm really not going to say the name of the school. I went to high school with this girl who teaches at that school now, and her mom worked at the office. And her mom, she would tell me, so I knew this girl in high school. I did not like her. And for the record, I don't think this girl's mom still works in the record. I found a TM. I don't know what move it is, but we're just gonna keep moving. I think there's a moonstone here. Oh, ether. So anyway, so I don't think this woman still works in the office, for the record. I guess she would talk about like my family and my mom and about how many kids my mom has. And like, yeah, 6 kids is kind of a lot, but like, I don't know, like that's not cool to like talk about like a parent at the school, you know? So I don't really like her. The girl who now works at the school, this is like my Me Too moment. So I was a sophomore, she was a senior, and she had a huge crush on me. I mean, just a giant crush on me. And that's not to like sound braggy, it's just like it became a little problematic was how much she liked me, because I found out, well, first of all, there was one time where we were eating lunch, and and there were other people there who can attest to this. I don't think they're watching, but they were there. She just like, I can't remember what we were talking about or what we were doing. It wasn't anything weird or sexual, but she grabbed my wiener. She just grabbed it, and I remember thinking and screaming, "What are you doing?" And I slapped her hand away. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm telling this story. So I slap her hand away, and I'm pretty sure she was like, "What? Like, what's the big deal?" I found out later, at the end of the year, we had choir together. At the end of the year, someone put together like a slideshow, and there were a lot of pictures of me in there, but like pictures that I did not know were being taken of, like candids of me. And I asked the girl, I was like, "Hey, what the heck? Like, where did these come from?" And she was like, "Oh, that girl gave them to me when I was asking people for pictures." And I was just like, "Excuse me?" She had been taking secret pictures of me, guys. Just, like, so many. So, she was a TA for the grade one of my sisters was in, at that elementary school. And so she, like, knew my sister and would, like, talk to my little sister about me. Oh, my God. Gosh, she's so weird. Guys. I like feel weird talking about it. But yeah, so that's what happened there. She graduated at the end of my sophomore year, so didn't really have to deal with anything like that anymore. Thank God. Man. So yeah, that school, the principal, so my brother, oh, Burrito's evolving. So my brother isn't, okay, here's Nidorino, isn't the best, he wasn't. He, growing up, had very bad ADHD, and I think we grew up at a time, or in a time where ADHD was a thing, but a lot of teachers, like, didn't really know how to deal with it, and, so instead of being like, oh, like, you know, like, he can't help it, like, yes, he's very hyper and disruptive, but, like, he can't help it, he would get in trouble a lot, which, to me, that's not fair, you know, to me, like, you know, the way that, pretty much, like, it was a system designed to where, like, if you just, like, you couldn't help it, you couldn't sit still, and you couldn't pay attention, you would get punished for something that, like, you just could not help. So he was in trouble a lot. Some of the stuff was really funny, but, like, it got to the point where, like, his teacher just, like, didn't like him to the point where, like, it would be, like, nothing, and he would get in trouble, you know? But so the principal would also, like, had it out for him, you know, by this point, because he was in trouble so much. So by the time I started, I was probably, like, in 4th grade. I started, like, getting into some trouble. Like, I also started, like, just kind of misbehaving. And my teacher, first of all, was just a complete wingbat. I mean, she was so crazy. And, like, so more on that later. Probably next time we'll talk about that. But, so I remember the first time I got sent to the office, the principal was kind of, you know, looking over my file, you know, at who I am. Then he goes, huh. He goes, that last name, are you, I'm not going to say my brother's name, but he was like, are you such and such's brother? And I go, yeah. And he goes, huh, interesting. And I mean, it was sealed from there. Every time I got in trouble, I always got, like, the worst punishments. My teacher then did not like me, so I would get sent to the office for, like, such little things, you know, but then, like, get, like, the worst punishment, just for stuff like not turning in my homework, or, like, you know, just weird stuff. I definitely missed a lot of stuff in here, but whatever. Alright, guys, we're about to fight Super Nerd. I'm gonna, I can't remember if he opens with Magnemite or Grimer. I'm gonna switch regardless. But yeah, so he just had it out for me because of my brother, which him having it out for my brother wasn't even fair in the first place, because it's like, again, yeah, my brother misbehaved a lot, but he just, like, he couldn't help it, you know? But anyway, it got to the point with that principal that they had to, like, force him out. He was just getting, okay, that's not very effective. He was just getting so, like, old and crazy. I guess there was a time where, he was, like, cutting a birthday cake. This was, I think, if not last year, then 2 years ago. He was cutting, like, a birthday cake for one of, like, the staff members, and he was swinging the knife around, and, like, I guess, like, almost cut one of the teachers, so finally they were just like, you need to step down. Right now I'm having a little bit of an issue with that school. My sister's teacher doesn't like her for some reason. My sister isn't, I don't think, the best well-behaved kid in class right now. But, like, she gave her teacher something for Teacher Appreciation Week. The teacher did not say thank you. Like, she just gave it to her. Like, my sister gave her the present, and the teacher was just like, Okay. Like, just put it on my desk. She puts it on her desk. Throughout the week, the teacher had been... Why do I keep doing that? Poison is strong to fighting for some reason. She puts it on the desk. The teacher had been opening all of the gifts that the students had given her throughout the week. By the end of the day on Friday, my sister's was the only one that she didn't open, which just feels very deliberate. They also do Student of the Month at the school. So, like, every month, like, a student will be Student of the Month because we have, like, an assembly at the beginning of every month, I think. Or at the end of every month, something like that. And my sister was the last one to get Student of the Month. And, like, I don't know. Like, that's just, they're kids. Even if my sister, like, I know my sister, but, like, she just, it's not fair to, like, a kid is misbehaving. Like, they're kids. What do you want them to do? Like, it's just, I don't know. If you don't like kids, you just shouldn't be a teacher, in my opinion. Okay, so there's two things here. He mentioned that these are his fossils. So these are fossils. This will come back later. And we're going to go with the Helix fossil. Praise Helix. Okay. So he's going to take the other fossil. It's kind of uncool of us to, like, beat this guy and then take one of his, like, prized possessions. So something really cool is about to happen. Stop right there! That fossil is Team Rocket's. Surrender now or prepare to fight. This was not in the games. The original games. This is specifically from the show. We get to fight Jesse and James in this game, which is so cool. I know that we're over our mark, but I really wanted to do this in this episode. But yeah, so that school just isn't very good. The district isn't great, but, like, I think that's the worst school in the district. Yes, I'm gonna fight Meowth with Pikachu. You can't not fight Meowth, without Pikachu. I'm just gonna electrocute him. And, alright, bite. Come on. Whoa, that did a lot of damage. See, that again, that's the thing about Pikachu, is that, like, he doesn't have a great defense, But yeah, so anyway, so that girl teaches at that undisclosed school that I will not say the name of. I don't know if her mom still works in the office. Maybe. I'm sure my mom will watch this and tell me. Hi, Mom. But yeah, so as we're coming to an end of this episode, I just want to say thank you, Mom, for not abandoning us. We've done so many crazy things. We're all brats. Every single one of us, even me at 23 years old, I am one of the biggest, brattiest of your children. Probably, I'd say, like, second or third brattiest. So thank you for not abandoning us. I know this isn't coming out on your birthday because today is your birthday. But when it does come out, happy birthday. Alright, Team Rocket is gone, so next time we are going to leave Mount Moon. I don't think we're gonna get to Misty tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think so. But alright, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed some of these stories. Remember, do as I say, not as I do. And thanks for watching. Oof, sorry, I had to burp. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.